Hello and welcome to the Top of the Pops review of 2025, where together we'll look back on some of the musical stories of the year, as well as enjoying some great performances and celebrating the top 10 biggest selling songs. Now, 2025 has been a year of nostalgic tours with the summer of Oasis mania and 90s boy bands Five and Boyzone reuniting. Taylor Swift showed us the life of a showgirl, plus the rise of country continued, especially here in the UK, as the home of country, the Grand Ole Opry, travelled to London for the first time ever. But there's even more to discover, and over the next hour, we'll enjoy music from Pulp, Chappell, Roan and Lewis Capaldi. We'll say hello to the woman of the moment, breaking records all around the world this year, Olivia Dean. And Top of the Pops alumni and all-round legend Jarvis Cocker tells us about his year. Plus, we'll get to know the artists behind two of the biggest selling songs of 2025. That's US rising stars Raven Lenae and Alex Warren. So let's get into our first performance, which comes from the man fondly known as the Northeast Springsteen, who back in February released his third album, People Watching, and ended up winning the Mercury Prize Album of the Year, remaining a man of the people by donating all his winnings to charity. So here he is with the title track from his chart-topping album, headlining Radio 1's big weekend in Liverpool. It's Sam Fender. Sam Fender there, tearing up Sefton Park in Liverpool for Radio 1's big weekend earlier this year. And stand by Sunderland, because it's coming your way in 2026. Next up, an artist who returned in a big way in 2025. Not only has Olivia Dean sold out her UK tour, including 6 dates at London's O2 next year, she's also become the first woman to ever have 4 singles in the top 10 simultaneously. And here she is to tell us how it's been.
Hi Clara, it's me Olivia Dean, and wow, what a year 2025 has been. If you'd have told me at the beginning of the year what the rest of the year would have been like, I would have said, no, don't believe you. Not only did the album go to #1, which was ridiculous, but at the same time, Man I Need was also #1 in the singles chart, so I did the double. I didn't even know the double was a thing. Probably one of the most surreal moments of my life, and yeah, both of them look really nice next to each other next to my telly. It's an album about love, and don't we all just want to love each other and be in love or love each other better? And I don't know, I think it just touched people. We could be nice to each other. Then I found out I was the first female solo artist in history to have 4 songs in the top 10 at one time. My mum was actually the person that sent that to me, and I texted her back and said, you need to get that fact checked, because it's probably not true, so don't get excited. It's ridiculous, and I still don't believe it's true, but apparently it is. So, going to 2026, and I'm doing my first ever arena tour, and we're doing 6 nights at the O2, which are all sold out, and a lot of work to do before then, but it's gonna be great. It's definitely all still very pinch me, and I think it's going to be an incredible year next year. And now here's me playing Man I Need earlier on in the year. Roll the clip. Talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me.
The glorious Olivia Dean with her chart smash, Man I Need, from her #1 album, The Art of Loving. And don't forget, she'll be joining Jools Holland for his annual Hootenanny to see in the new year on BBC 2 tonight. No doubt Olivia is a future festival headliner, and this year we saw even more brilliant women headlining festivals across the UK. So right now, here are some of those winning women. With applied pressure from these women and their loyal fans the world over, many festivals went on to proudly book some of the world's most successful female artists to headline. Leading the charge, global megastar Olivia Rodrigo set a new record by headlining a total of 18 festivals around the globe. And it doesn't get much bigger than Glastonbury. At just 22 years old, the pop juggernaut became the Sunday night Pyramid Stage headliner. Backed by an all-female and non-binary band, Olivia delivered a killer set with an unexpected special guest in the form of The Cure's Robert Smith. Over on the other stage on Saturday night, Charlie XCX literally set the stage alight with her headline set. After taking the world by storm with Brat Summer last year and cleaning up at the Brits, it was one of the most anticipated sets of the weekend. In an incredible one-woman show, Charlie transformed the Glastonbury Fields into a sweat-drenched, laser-lit nightclub. At the same time, on West Holt stage, rap icon Doechii delivered a masterclass headline set of her own.
Welcome to Doechii School of Hip Hop. I've been resting with my peace, and that's the irony. I'm a dying sunflower, leaving a trail of seeds in the 813 Glastonbury Scream. No chip on my shoulder. What you say?
But it didn't stop at Glastonbury. Other festivals elsewhere were also making room for women in the top spots. Isle of Wight's Wet Leg made their mark when they topped the bill at Green Man Festival. US pop superstar Sabrina Carpenter took on Barcelona's Primavera Sound and BST Hyde Park.
You guys sold out 2 nights, 65,000 people at Hyde Park.
Our very own Ray delivered true escapism at London's Victoria Park.
We are headlining All Points East, which is very exciting.
And to round off the summer, Midwest princess Chappell Roan continued to ride her unstoppable high when she headlined Reading and Lee's Festival, bringing her euphoric fairy tale to life. So get ready to saddle up as we look back on Chappell's unforgettable performance of Hot to Go.
We're gonna spell hot to go with our arms. Watch me. Ready?
A jubilant mass sing-along at Reading Festival this summer, led by the Midwest princess, Chappell Roan. Coming up later in the show, in true Top of the Pops fashion, we'll be finding out the top 10 biggest songs of 2025, and one of the artists behind one of those songs is our next guest. US star Raven Lenae broke through this year with her chart smash Love Me Not, and here she is to tell us how 2025 has been for her. Hi, Raven.
Hi Clara, it's Raven Lenae, and I'm here in one of my favorite cities in the world, London, about to play Roundhouse for the very first time. I'm so excited. My 2025 has been probably one of the most transformative years of my life. I've learned so much about myself as an artist, as a woman, as a friend, but also being able to experience such highs in my career that I've been working for a long time has been really rewarding. So it's been good. Having one of the biggest songs of 2025 feels surreal for me, only because I remember when I first made the song and we finished it, and me and my team, we knew that there was something so special about it. I think the most interesting comment I get about Love Me Not is that it feels like it can be from any decade, and I think that marks a truly generational song. This year has been really validating for me because there's been a lot of moments in my journey where I might have doubted or been confused about, my timing, or if there was space for me in music. So this was kind of the okay of I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right thing, and some things just take time. This tour has been so beautiful for me, one, because my mom has come to almost every city with me, so it's been nice having her company, but also being able to relive these songs and make new memories around them with new fans. This summer, I got to sing Love Me Not for Radio 1's Live Lounge. Please enjoy.
Raven Lenae with Love Me Not from Radio 1's Live Lounge back in September. Now it's time to say hello to a true treasure who's performed on Top of the Pops many a time and has even been a previous host. I'm talking about Jarvis Cocker. It's been a big year for Pulp, so let's hear more from the man himself.
Hello, Clara. Jarvis here. My 2025 has been amazing. It seems to have lasted about the same length as about 4 years. Not because it's been boring, but just because a lot of things have happened. If I had to sum it up in one sentence, I would say 2025, we came alive.
Do you remember the first time?
We've been away for 24 years, so people might just have forgotten about us.
Let's all meet up in the year 2000.
There were some anniversaries, like for instance, it was 30 years since we played at Glastonbury before, it was 30 years since Different Class came out, it was 30 years since Common People was a hit, so it seemed a bit silly to ignore them. We'd been playing concerts and we played a couple of new songs and we just thought, let's see how many we could write and could we make a record. Once we'd done the record, I was really happy with it. And then I did have a couple of weeks where I thought, maybe we shouldn't release it and just keep it as like, that was a nice thing for us to do as a band, to show that we could do it. But however, the record company had paid for us to record it, so we had to release it. When it came out and people did take notice of it and it got a good reception and it went to #1 and everything, it was a great feeling, it really was. We got given the #1 award and then I kept showing it in the concert, so you could tell that I was quite pleased.
The album More is #1.
We had thought about playing Glastonbury, but when we asked them, they said, oh, well, you know, we've booked everybody, sorry, there's not a slot for you.
Any chance you'll be doing Glastonbury?
I'll be going to Glastonbury and I might DJ.
But what about if one of the headliners drop out again like they did in 1995?
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but it might. Imagine a world where it did, Jarvis. Would you step up?
If it was a life or death situation, but I really don't think it's going to happen.
And then maybe 2 months before, they said, well, we have got this secret slot that we do. They said you could do that on Saturday, but not under our name. We were secretly listed as Patchwork, which some people caught on to that because Candida had mentioned in an interview that she liked doing patchwork.
Oh, is this the way they say the future's meant to feel? Or just 200,000 people standing in the field?
To go back after 30 years made me a bit nervous, but I was very excited about it, and it seemed kind of poetic that, you know, the circle had been completed. Comparing the Pyramid Stage 2025 to the Pyramid Stage 1995, the main thing was I could actually see people this time because we were playing in the day. You know, when we played in 1995, you were aware there were a lot of people, but you couldn't really see them. It was just an idea, a sound when they sang along. But I could really see everybody. I could see that the crowd stretched quite a long way. And then there was the kind of crazy thing that at the climax of Common People, the red arrows flew over, which was a complete, I can just say this categorically now, we had not arranged that.
Dance and drink and screw, because there's nothing else to do.
Things like that made it a very special concert. You're about to see Pulp play on Jools Holland, and you know how they have everybody in a circle on the latest set, so we were there. The Hives were opposite. I was thinking, don't attack me. And we played Spike Island.
Excellent to see Pulp back in action this year with Spike Island from their chart-topping 8th album, More. 2025 saw lots of other artists making a return with the most anticipated reunion that nobody thought would happen. Ever. The Gallagher brothers, they finally took to the stage together once again, but the reunions and the returns didn't stop there. 2025 gave us some of the biggest and best returns in music, and wow, did it deliver. After 16 long years, the great wait was finally over. Oasis were officially back. following years of will they, won't they.
Obviously, I missed being in a band and being with my brother and all that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
The Gallagher brothers finally confirmed the much-anticipated reunion tour. And with more than 14 million fans trying to buy tickets, the world went mad for it. Walking out hand in hand, the Britpop giants kicked things off in summer and have since stormed their way across the UK and across the globe. As for what's next, well, Noel is rumoured to be writing new Oasis songs and a return to Nebworth is said to be on the cards. But one thing that is for certain, Oasis and their music will certainly live forever. From one 90s heavyweight to another. After rehearsing just for the hell of it last year, Radiohead burst back onto the scene for their first live shows since 2018. Pulling from an impressive catalogue across 4 decades, Radiohead took a busking attitude to their setlist, playing any song in any order at any time. But with plans for 2026 still unknown, let's hope there's more surprises to come. And speaking of surprises, in October, Lily Allen suddenly dropped her new album, West End Girl, just 4 days after announcing it. Now I'm a West End girl. Wrapped in her signature sound and witty lyricism, the deeply personal album marked her first musical project in 7 years. And 2026 will see her hit the road again for her biggest headline tour ever. Earlier this year, 90s boy band Five also revealed they'd be stepping back into the spotlight for the first time in 25 years. With all 5 original members reuniting, fans snapped up tickets and what started as a 12-date run quickly grew to 25. From boy bands to ballads now, as Lewis Capaldi made his heroic return to music this summer. Following an emotional performance at Glastonbury in 2023, Lewis took a break from music to focus on his health and well-being. After being away for 2 years, the singer-songwriter took on one of the surprise slots on the Pyramid stage, drawing in one of the biggest crowds of the weekend. The outpour of love and support that followed resulted in a sold-out UK tour. And while he prepares for a US leg in 2026, let's remind ourselves of his unbelievable performance.
How long till it feels like the wound's finally starting to heal? How long till it feels?
The triumphant return of Lewis Capaldi to a warm and welcoming Worthy Farm at this year's Glastonbury Festival. Now, someone else who broke through this year is a South London artist with an incredible voice, Lola Young. Lola performed at the Brit Awards at the beginning of the year and released her album in September, but announced soon after that she'd be taking a break from music. We send Lola all our love and thought we'd go back to May of this year to Radio 1's Big Weekend in Liverpool, where she performed her massive hit Messy to a huge crowd.
I love the fact that everyone's getting on everyone's shoulders. That's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Hey. You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station?
The brilliant Lola Young from Radio 1's Big Weekend in Liverpool's Sefton Park. Now, 2025 has seen the charts dominated by the pop girlies, with the likes of Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan claiming spots in either the singles or albums top 10. But it was Taylor Swift who swooped in at the last minute back in October to claim the biggest selling album of the year with The Life of a Showgirl. So in classic Top of the Pops fashion, it's time to find out who are the top 10 biggest selling songs of the year. Kicking things off at 10, it's pure pop power as Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars join forces for Die With A Smile. At 9, it's record-breaking Olivia Dean with her first ever #1 Man I Need. We met her earlier in the show. It's Raven Lenae with Love Me Not at 8. With one of the biggest songs of the last 2 years, it's Benson Boone at 7 with Beautiful Things. At 6, pop star Gracie Abrams made her Glastonbury debut this year and earned her first UK #1 with That's So True. Your #5, teaming up once again, Bruno Mars joins Blackpink's Rosé for their viral hit, APT. This year, global blockbuster K-pop Demon Hunters took over both the screens and the charts with Golden at 4. Riding high at #3, it's Chappell Roan with pop anthem Pink Pony Club. South London's finest, Lola Young takes #2 with her breakout single, Messy. And at #1, this year has been anything but ordinary for Alex Warren. And we caught up with the man himself on his extraordinary year. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Clara, it's Alex Warren. 2025 has been absolutely insane. I released Ordinary in February of this year, and it's one of the biggest songs of 2025, and that's mind-boggling. Dude, I never thought a song I wrote about my wife would be anywhere as big as it is, and I'm so happy that it is. Ordinary has broken so many records. One of the records, it's the longest #1 of the decade, beating Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits. And I just want to say, Ed, if I can be candid, there's a new ginger in town. It's this guy. The fact that my album is also in the top 10, I'm just going to keep saying, it's crazy. I wrote it in my bedroom, just me and my friends. And that's exactly what my music is. It's just me telling my story, and the fact that so many people care and also so many people relate to that is terrifying, but also amazing. I was nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys. I was at my house with my friends. We were writing the new album, actually. And so it was really, really cool to kind of have a full circle moment where I was nominated for the work that I had done last year, and I was with the people who did it with me. Earlier this year, I got to perform at Radio 1 Live Lounge, and it was the most terrifying but exciting thing I've ever done. That was probably one of my favorite performances I've done, and I wanted to show you guys, so this is it.
They say the holy water's watered down.
So there you have it. The biggest selling song of 2025 is Alex Warren's Ordinary, and I'm sure we'll be seeing and hearing more from him next year. Sadly, we've come to the end of this year's review of 2025, but I've got one more treat left for you. Don't forget, you can see in the new year with Jools Holland and his annual Hootenanny on BBC Two tonight, featuring incredible guests, including Olivia Dean, Ronnie Wood, Jessie J, Lulu, Heather Small, The Kooks, and more. And on BBC One, this next artist will be bringing his huge hits and some very special guests to take you into 2026. So, to get you in the mood, here he is earlier in the year at Radio 2 in the Park in Chelmsford. This is Ronan Keating. Happy New Year.